So we find ourselves in the position where, since Katy Perry has injected the source into the present day Chaos avatar, Bloom, made from the merging using Baphomet Knights Templar technology of Max Spears, being butt-fucked and tortured ritually and transmitting his energy to Bloom, who's being ritually abused. It's a zero-sum game. So since Chaos was completely hellized with the big Valentine's Day ritual 2020, with the Caroline Flack Orlando Bloom ritual, the huge storms that destroyed the Enochian grid and hellized it over the UK. Look up the big storms that hit England at the same time, done by yours truly, Enochian Magic. We're now in the position where, zero-sum game, Perry, whose real name is Catherine Elizabeth Hudson, kills evil hells. Zero-sum game has sucked up the energy field, sublime good energy field, from Caroline Flack, who had loads of love energy applied to her via Love Island and her ITV career, which then of course allows a source easily to turn it from a 3-prong to a 4-prong Nagwal, which is good for all the good stuff. Similarly, she extracted all the sublime good from all the artificial, Baphomet-made Nagwal men followed throughout time, past, present, future. From Bloom and Spears, Edward Kelly and Dr. D and the rest of them, Crowley and his bum boy that did the big ritual in the desert, we talked about in Unified Magic. I think it was Mathers, not quite sure. I have to look on the video. There's only 32 of them. You can scroll through if you find them. It'll only take you a week or so. She's now got the male Nagwal four-load, which gives her the 8 load, which I've got. Remember, I was a 4-load Nagwal who then did the ritual on a Nagwal girl to make myself an 8 load. Why would you want to be 8 load? Well, because you can simultaneously link to the source and control chaos. Link to the source, control chaos. If you are a Nagwal man and Nagwal woman simultaneously, which is the Grail state. That's why the Elohim gave the Grail state body, which you need, and those of you who are lucky enough to have the Grail patterns from yours truly will see it as the last pattern. Colin Bloyd doused it from a Merovingian Grail stone. This then allows you to link with the source and therefore control reality. And the only difference between the Elohimic one is that this ram's horn, here we are, faces outwards to bleed the energy from the Grail state to the Elohim, and I simply went, nah. means, therefore, that I kill all chaos entities, all the chaos in the planet. And in fact, if you go before the Big Bang, you get the whole multiverse. And takes all the goodness out of all chaos to produce a totally evil multiverse for chaos, where its only purpose is to die again and again and again and again, as the Caroline Flack hangwoman, or the Serena Rothschild hangwoman, or the Goldsmith crushed hangwoman, or the Epstein hanged man. Or the Cummings Democrat. Goes on and on and on. What do entities do in the multiverse? They die. They lose all their goodness, grow old, die, and then they get tortured for all eternity. You can't do this to us. Yes, I'm the source. If you're not the source, you're a torture toy. That's how it works. Now, Perry has completed the mission. She's engaged with the engaged. Now, in April, she marries the fucktard Bloom, and of her own free will, all that four-lobed male, all that four-lobed female, all the hard work done by Eve, comes to yours truly. And this whole thing goes whoosh, down, down, down. The Total War Service. So, if you're the Great Little Beast, or myself, we're all looking forward to the marriage of Katy Perry to Orlando Bloom for maximal yield. Because there's a problem. If she doesn't marry Bloom, then of course she joins the source, because she's a four-lobed female and male, and the only other four-lobed female and male is yours truly. So I get bothered by the woman, and she's not the easiest of women to deal with. So great for stalking, but that then causes problems for moi, because I want to screw Bloomberg, Hillary Clinton, Bezos, and her whole host of other friends. Absolute torture. Same for the royal family. Their problems get fully concretized. Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and the rest. So, if she marries Bloom, wonderful, because all done, finished. Takes them all with her. All gone. Because remember, she likes all the Democrat filth and is in with Prince Charles and the royal family and Bezos, who I don't like, and all the rest of that lot. Don't like any of them. So as one can see, begging Perry to marry Bloom, please marry the fucktard, and swish swish motherfucker, off you go, taking everyone with you. Because if she doesn't marry the fucktard, she's going to bother me and then go, oh, shouldn't you be nice to Bloomberg and Hillary and the royal family and the Rothschilds? Shouldn't you give them a chance? You know how women are. So one can see with the source always gives people a chance. She's earned it, but isn't it nice that she's earned it and then suffers eternal torture, and I get all the good stuff and don't have to put up with being nice to people I don't like, because the Total War Service is all about maximum yield. Because remember, you can think of the maximum yield you pushing Eve all the way up to the source, and then dropping her all the way down to only a point eternal torture, chaos. Think of all that lovely energy all coming to moi. Maximum yield. So as one can see, the source is a bit of a pain, because as a black magician, I wouldn't have even told the bitch that any of this existed. Just marry Bloom, that's it. Ha ha, please. Swish swish, motherfucker. Now, of course, because the source is the source, you have to tell the bitch before she is eternally tortured what she's getting into. So she can't say, oh, you never told me. You never told me. And I, of course, suffer because if she doesn't marry the bastard, I don't get my maximum yield. Because you can imagine a goddess who's achieved the source and then dropped all the way down to the lowest pit of hell and beyond, just keeps on going. The amount of energy, wonderful for yours truly. The ultimate misogyny as well, so that's even better. Oh, you're being nasty. Yes, I am. But I'm a black magician. I never said I was a white magician. But how can you be the source if you're a black magician? Duh. It's all about doing nasty things to chaos. You're all chaos entities. The planet is chaotic. So do you expect doing goodness to chaotic entities and a chaotic planet is going to do anything but feed chaos? No. So what's the opposite? Or doing the opposite? Yeah. Duh, that's why you're a black magician. Yeah, that's why. Because that is Kalki, when the planet's taken over by chaos. People are taken over by chaos. You make them suffer. You don't accept them and give all your energy to them and become their slave, because that, of course, is a recipe for being hellized. Because remember, if you die in battle fighting chaos, chaos can't trap your soul, which is the basis of the jihad. That's why the chaotic West hates the whole concept of jihad. The same with Buddhism. If you erase yourself, you can't be tortured for all eternity to feed chaos. Hence, the West doesn't like Buddhism. No, you've got to give your soul to God, and God will, if you're good, put you in heaven, and if you're evil, put you in hell. Would you trust a God that produces the shithole planet that you're in? Would you trust them with that, or might you not be double-crossed? No, the planet's so wonderful, and the priests are so wonderful. They're good, and you know, all the good people, good Christian people, like the Boy Scout leaders of America, who've been teaching us religious ways. They're all good. Yeah, so we can trust that our God is not double-crossing us, even though good 10% of Catholic priests are pedos, and the Boy Scouts of America had to close down because of so many paedophile cases against Boy Scout leaders who were buggering the boys. So you can see why I'm so cynical. I'm a realist. I don't believe that your so-called God giving energy away is good. In fact, you're being double-crossed. The source, no. Worship yourself. Develop yourself. Reach the source. Don't trust in me. This is the methodology to allow you to reach the source, the one world religion. So as you can see, my one world religion is all about not worshipping me, the new Pope, the new Messiah. No, just unlocking the source within you and achieving the source, which is you. Similarly, even Perry, who has pissed me off and has actually achieved the source now over Valentine's Day by doing in Bloom, but is unaware of it, has the chance to be the high priestess of the one world religion, because she's the source. I'm the source, but I'm pretty unpalatable. But you can imagine if Katy Perry starts proselytising the one world religion, all her numerous followers would just be following like mad. Huge numbers, massive numbers. So as you can see, why would the source bother with Katy Perry? Well, because these females have huge numbers of other humans that follow them. They're called followers. Similarly, why would we have, at this juncture in time, two other Nagwal women, Miley and Taylor, with massive numbers of followers, who can pull, because remember females point assemblage points outwards, who can pull huge numbers of people into the religion of worshipping yourself. You are the source. Here's the pathway of doing it. And you get millions, if not more, following these high priestesses. So as you can see, I'm in the invidious position of having to describe a one world religion to people I don't actually want to save. Because, of course, being the source, you have to give them the chance. And my last hope of meaningful fun is Perry marrying Bloom. Because then, of course, she pulls in all the Illuminati, royal family, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Democrats, Bloomberg, Hillary, Rockefellers, Bezos, only leaving the general public, who I'm quite happy to teach one world religion to achieve the source. But all of the plunderers, the people that are up the top, who've been robbing and doing naughty things, who, according to the source, must have a chance, are all pulled in thanks to Perry. So as you can see, when Perry marries Bloom, yours truly will be a happy camper. Because then, of course, everyone that's self-similar to Perry, all the A-listers, all the ones that have gone to Illuminati rituals, which then pulls in Miley, who's done the hardcore stuff. Taylor, who's done the eyes wide shut softcore stuff, gets pulled in to eliminate that. The royal family, remember, she's Charles's female messiah for Indian women. Rockefellers, Rothschilds, who run all these Illuminism. All the billionaires that link up with Bezos and Bloomberg and the other billionaires she went to the wedding and all the rest of that. So as you can see, all that lot get pulled in with Perry, just leaving the normal people who I'm quite prepared to see achieving the source, because they're not the plunderers. So as you can see, April is a big day for Tim Tony Stark Rifat, when all the super rich in the West, because remember, outside the West, they're not pulled in by Perry, because Perry hates the Chinese. She supports the rogue state of Taiwan. She hates Putin and the Russians. So as you can see, no harm done to anyone outside the West. But as you can see, Perry has become the messiah for
the super rich and the A-listers, because all the A-listers, all the actors, actresses who I hate, the De Niro's of the world, the Meryl Streeps, the Brad Pitts, the Ashton Kutchers, all the Hollywood directors, producers, Disney, all the whole lot get pulled in with Perry. So as you can see, I demand, KP, that you marry the fucktard Bloom ASAP for maximum yield, because the Total War service needs you. Enjoy.